Hello, internets. I am stuck behind some kind of construction device out here on the 215 eastbound, and I thought this might be a good time to go ahead and take a video topic request. I had one of my wonderful subscribers ask if I knew anything about the Nissan Leaf, and in fact, I do have some information about the Nissan Leaf. So most exciting information about the Nissan Leaf, and this is an all-electric vehicle made by Nissan, and in my opinion, Nissan doesn't really make a bad car. They don't. Nissans run forever, they're reliable, they're comfortable, and every single year Nissans just tend to get better and better and better. I mean, have you seen the new Altima this year? I mean, oh, God. Giving Benz a run for their money and some of the creature comforts, and especially the whole bang for buck thing. So the fact that a Nissan Leaf is already a Nissan tells me that we're in the right ballpark here as far as quality and value for the money. So that's a good thing. The Nissan Leaf, I think, has been around 2010 or 2011. Don't quote me on that part. But they've been around a few years, and they've been working on perfecting the thing. And you've seen Nissan Leafs around. They're these weird, dweeby, buggy little things with headlights on them that look almost like the eyeballs on a snail, where they sort of protrude and they're on like eyeball stalks, and it's just like got this weird slope, again, hybrid or electric car cheese wedge shape, but they've bubbled all of the edges, and some of that is due to trying to make it, efficient in the drag department, and some of that I think it's just Nissan trying to make it look so different and make you go, what the hell is that? So that you go, oh, Nissan Leaf, what is that? And then you begin to notice things about the car, if you have any skills for critical thinking at all. Like, oh, it's missing tailpipes. Why is that? Oh, it must be an electric car. So they made the thing look pretty weird. There is an all-new next-gen Nissan Leaf coming out in 2018, and I am very excited to hear that. That Nissan is keeping up with the platform, they're going to keep it alive, and that they're going to keep making them because they're really cool cars. I mean, despite the totally dweeby appearance on the outside, I mean, these cars almost make the Prius look cool, and that's me saying that. The new Nissan Leaf is going to have a range, if you see me looking at my notes, is going to have a range of 150 miles. And the old one had, much less than that. It had close to like the 70 or 80 mile range, which is still pretty good, but 150 miles on a single charge is pretty amazing, and it's snappy too. The new Nissan Leaf is going to have 147 horsepower. 0 to 60 time, a little slow at 8.8 seconds, almost 9 seconds there, and that time's going to increase the flatter the battery is. So with a fresh battery, it's going to do 0 to 60 in just under 9 seconds. Now, if you're buying a Nissan Leaf and you're disappointed about your 0 to 60 time, or you feel the acceleration isn't snappy enough, you bought the wrong car. Obviously, you're not buying a race car if you want an EV, but still, like, a little bit faster acceleration time in the 2018 Leaf is pretty cool, and it is completely restyled. They've sharpened the edges. They've added these boomerang shaped lights to both the headlights and the rear, these nice triangles cut into the body. They've raised the bar on the finishings on the interior. They all come with, this gorgeous touchscreen on the inside and a whole bunch of creature comforts. In fact, their loaded model has nice consumer leather in the car with blue stitching, sort of like a Volt. And they've got those more angular features and aggressive features on the outside regarding the styling of the 2018 Leaf, sort of like the Volt. And they've brought the nose further forward while shortening the rear. I mean, the proportions of the car are still all the same, but they sort of moved it all around, very much like the Chevy Volt. It's almost as though the Chevy Volt is such a good car that Nissan's kind of jacking the swag. And if I were them, I totally would too, because the Volt was one of the most successful electric or hybrid cars ever. And so that's what's going on with the Nissan Leaf. So the new Nissan Leaf, next-gen Nissan Leaf coming out, is not a reason to not buy the old Leaf. The old Leaf was a great car, highly reliable, and the new Nissan Leaf is going to come out in 2018, and the depreciation on the old model, on the previous generation of Nissan Leaf, is going to be extreme, just like it was on this car, on the 2012 Volt, because the new Volt, next-gen Volt, came out this year, and it slammed the value of this Volt. So these cars, this is good for everybody. We're going to get new Leafs out on the road. There's going to be more EVs available to more people, and the used Gen 1 Nissan Leafs are going to go down in price, and they're going to become available. And if you can snap one up, you totally should. Like I said, Nissan does not make a bad car. The Leaf is totally practical, consumer level vehicle. 70 miles or so of range is marvelous. Most people aren't going to drive that much in a day. Even I hardly drive that much in a day, and I drive more than anybody I know. So if you have a chance to grab the new Nissan Leaf when it comes out in 2018, if you have those kind of means, you can expect to spend around $34,000 or more than that if you get it loaded. I don't know exactly what the price of the previous model Nissan Leaf is going to be next year when the 2018 models come out, but you can bet it's going to be a lot cheaper. So keep an eye on those, and if you're in the market for a new to you car but can't afford a used one, and you want to jump to EVs or hybrids, why take the half step for hybrid if you don't have to, if you don't need that kind of range? Just grab the Nissan Leaf, get an old one, with some miles on it. You can probably find one with 50,000 miles on it in your price range. And really, with a Nissan, that's just barely broke in. And electric motors run forever. There's so much less moving parts. There's not corrosive gasoline to deal with. There's not corrosive petrochemicals to deal with. Really, you're going to see the reliability EVs outshine the reliability of gas motors every time. They're just going to. And, it pains me to say that because I do love gas-powered vehicles, but they're moving into a state of, rather than necessity, nostalgia. And that's, I think, where they need to be relegated in order to proceed with the future. The future of cars is electric. The future of cars is not gas-powered because there's no future in gas. So anyway, that's what I have about the Nissan Leaf. If you like this video, please hit like. If you like my videos in general, please subscribe so you get informed when I release new content. And if you have any topic requests, please feel free to add them to the comments. Anything you want me to talk about regarding electric cars, regarding other cars, regarding road trips. It doesn't even have to do with cars. I might make a funny video about whatever funny thing you want me to talk about. I'm just happy to be interacting with the community. So as always, I am Catherine with EVs of Nevada. Hope you all drive safe and have a great day.